The year was 1919, a cold and foggy night had settled over a small, quiet village in Punjab, a place where life moved slowly, yet the air tonight felt heavier than usual. The moon was hidden behind thick clouds, and its absence turned the fields, trees, and railway tracks into shadowy silhouettes, giving the landscape a ghostly, almost otherworldly appearance. The Punjab Express, an old train with creaking wheels and a faint whistle, slowly made its way along the ancient tracks, carrying passengers unaware of the strange fate awaiting them. Engineer Ali Khan sat tensely at the controls, his hands gripping the levers, eyes straining to catch every shadow and every faint glimmer of light, while conductor Raghunath moved quietly through the dimly lit compartments, checking on nervous travelers. Passengers whispered among themselves, glancing nervously out the windows, sensing that this was no ordinary journey. As the train approached a long-forgotten tunnel, a chill wind swept through the air, carrying with it a soft, eerie whisper, as though some unseen presence were calling them. Ali Khan noticed a signal board lying broken and twisted near the tracks, and inside the conductor's compartment, a small, weathered note was discovered: "If you proceed, you will never return." Hesitation hung in the air like a thick fog. With a final, trembling breath, the train entered the tunnel, and at that very moment, a sudden, deafening blast shook the carriages. Darkness swallowed the train instantly, leaving only the sound of the wind, the echo of the rails, and the terrified gasps of the passengers. Every heartbeat, every creak of the train, seemed amplified, as if the tunnel itself had absorbed all other sounds and amplified their fear. Minutes turned into hours, or so it seemed, as the train crept through the tunnel. Each sound, the soft drip of water from the ceiling, the rattling of loose bolts, the faint groan of the wheels on the rails, was magnified in the oppressive darkness. Passengers huddled together, some clutching blankets, others holding onto one another, their eyes wide with panic and disbelief. Some whispered prayers, while others wept quietly, paralyzed by the unknown. Engineer Ali Khan tried desperately to maintain control, his hands shaking with every movement, heart racing as fear threatened to overwhelm reason. Conductor Raghunath moved along the corridor, doing his best to calm the passengers, but even his own voice trembled. Outside the tunnel, a lone signalman watched from a distance, scribbling frantically in his diary: "I hear their voices, I see faint lights, but I can do nothing." The train, the passengers, swallowed by darkness. Shadows seemed to flicker and dance along the walls of the tunnel, twisting unnaturally, and a strange chill filled the air as if the very space had become alive with unseen forces. Whispers grew louder, carrying tones of anguish, despair, and sometimes laughter, sending shivers down the spines of all aboard. For a moment, the passengers felt as though they were suspended between life and death, trapped in a liminal space where time and reality blurred. Each second stretched endlessly, intensifying the fear, yet amidst the terror, there was an undeniable, haunting beauty in the air, the eerie poetry of a night that would remain etched forever in the minds of those who survived, and perhaps even those who did not. When, if ever, the train emerged from the tunnel, there was nothing left to mark its journey: no smoke, no light, no sound, only the twisted, broken tracks, scattered belongings, and a lingering echo of lost voices that seemed to drift endlessly into the night. Families in the village waited through the night, then the following days, hope gradually giving way to despair, until the cruel truth became undeniable: the Punjab Express had vanished, leaving behind only questions and fear. Over the years, the story grew into legend, whispered among villagers who spoke of the faint clatter of wheels in the dead of night, of soft murmurs of passengers calling for help, and of an unbroken silence that seemed to answer them. Engineer Ali Khan, conductor Raghunath, and the passengers existed only in memory, their courage, fear, and silence preserved forever in the tales passed down through generations. Even a century later, the tunnel remained a place of eerie stillness, where shadows moved unnaturally, and the faintest sound might make a visitor freeze in fear. It was said that the train, or at least its spirit, lingered there, reminding anyone who dared approach of the fragile line between life and death. Every creak of a rail, every gust of wind, seemed to carry fragments of their story, urging the living to remember the past and respect the mysteries that time refuses to reveal. And so, the tale of the Lost Punjab Express endures, a story of suspense, fear, and the inexorable power of time, a reminder that some secrets, once set in motion, remain alive forever, whispering to those who dare to listen, lingering in the air, in the silence, and in the hearts of those who never forget.